Let's go. 8:05 on a Thursday, beautiful Thursday morning. This is Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Janssen, Matthew Rocchio, Jimmy the Cat Hayes. We're live in the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood, Missouri. This is the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. We're also live on YouTube. You could check that mug out. Just go to YouTube and type in Lou Info and chat away, like and subscribe, chirp. I don't give a damn what you do. You could also text into the show at 314-590-3770. And you can call into the show at 855-282-8255. And another thing you can do is go to your app store, download Lou Info, and now you got the app. So you can just play it in your car, put it in your pocket, put your headphones on. I don't care. You can listen to it when you're walking the dogs. That's what Wombat does. Check that mug out. It's easy peasy. Go to the app store and type in Lou Info, and now you got everything. You got it all. You got it all. Thank you, Dave Green. You guys have it all. What's up, baby? What's up with you?
I don't like when you say I don't care, because it implies that you don't care about our listeners. I do. I want every listener that's listening right now, everyone that's streaming, I care.
What did I say I didn't care about? Did I say I don't care about any general? Just
you said you throw that out. You could listen on here. I don't care.
Oh, I don't care which one you do.
I know, but it implies a lack of care for our listeners.
You might be right on that. I do care.
I'm more sensitive.
I love all you. All you.
You can come to his house.
Besides, Nope, I love everybody. Love, love, love. Big win for the Cardinals last night. Springfield Cardinals.
Good one, Cam.
I had to start it somehow. You know what I mean?
Elimination.
It's over. Over. Except for Jimmy has to go back to Chicago and do a day game on a Friday, but it's over. Elimination.
It's kind of sad for baseball that they've been in the picture for as long as they have. It's a sub 500 team. Like, in order to compete for the wild card, you had to go 5-5 in your last 10. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But it all came to an end. It might have been smoke and mirrors for them to stay in contention as long as they had. There were teams to jump over. The Mets were awful during that stretch. But, it's over for the Cardinals. And now it's official that once we get through the Chicago series, that it'll be Heim's team, as I've copyrighted the phrase Heim time.
Heim time.
Anytime someone says Heim time, just know I get a few shekels out.
That's it.
It's not true.
That's it, baby.
It's not true.
Let's see here. Sorry,
get that form letter ready, because I'm gonna be using Heim time, and you ain't getting a dime.
I've already contacted.
And that rhyme too.
Get that form letter ready, sir. Go ahead and pen in Matthew Rocchio, the aforementioned plaintiff.
The plaintiff sounds about right. Heim time.
Posted. We're good.
Did you change tonight to today?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I did. That's why I was just I always got to look at it.
I caught it as soon as I said it. I was like, that's not right. That's
after Grant screwed up Blues the other day. I gotta really look at things.
The
booze.
Last night in the post game, Sonny Gray basically said he'd be open to being traded, that he wants to win, which is a departure for him. I was kind of surprised to hear that, because it seemed like he liked being part of the organization, even if it wasn't necessarily headed at this point in the right direction. His family liked it, felt comfortable. But last night he was like, he mentioned his age and the fact that he wanted to win. So now you have Arenado basically saying he anticipated something happening. If you read between the lines of what he said, open to being dealt to a team that he feels comfortable with, Sonny. Now, what about Wilson Contreras?
Willie.
Now, this is flies in the face of some people, what they like. But I asked Wilson during the last homestand if I could ask him a couple questions about the future, and he said, can we do it in Chicago? I'm not quite ready to do that yet. So then we'll get Wilson's answer. I have a feeling that Wilson will be open to a trade as well, based on the fact that he had said before that he didn't feel good about the way he played in St. Louis. Well, this season he's posted highs and runs batted in, hits, at bats, I think, a bunch of them. So maybe this is enough where he's like, okay, I've shown what I can do now. It's time for me to move on and take my talents to South Beach or wherever. But if you trade those three, that opens up a lot of money and a lot of positions that you have to fill.
Might be a completely different team next year. A lot of new faces coming our way, Matt Rocchio. A lot of new faces for next year.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong, Rock, because we were talking about this during our pre-show meeting at 5 a.m., so you were a little bleary-eyed at that point. And again, maybe it's me being optimistic. Now, I'm not saying this is the kind of lineup that competes for a World Series, maybe not even the postseason. But if it's a reset, and based on what we think we'll be back with the Cardinals, and it's kind of like starting from scratch, I think Wynn, Donnie, Herrera, Burley, J.J. Weatherholt, those pieces are a pretty good starting point, jumping off point. So I will open it up to the chat line to bury me for that. Also, it's totally leaving out pitching, which I understand. I hear tell is an important part of the game. I'm just saying those pieces for a lineup, for a makeover to start
Complete
with,
makeover.
pretty good.
Not
That's
bad. That's it. We're staying positive today, baby. It's a positive
This
today.
is the first couple of segments that Rock isn't with us.
What's going on, Rock? You good, buddy?
My thing is, I just can't get over the idea that you would hope for the chance, the opportunity to trade away two of your more talented players on the roster in Sonny Gray and Wilson Contreras. Can we accept the premise that these are two of the more talented players on the roster?
Yes, but look at the money they're due.
It's fair.
And you're doing a reset. And look, I want them to stay. I like those guys. I'm just trying to figure out how they're going to get this reset. Well, you need some money and you need to clear the decks a little. We had a runway season. I think we are going to clear the decks a little bit. And you want to clear the deck of the guys that cost you the most money. I mean, doesn't come out of the blue that they wanted to trade Arenado or even talk about Sonny. Sonny shot that down. Wilson Contreras is due $18 million next year. That's a lot. I'm not saying he's not worth it. I'm just saying if you're an organization that wants to reset and try to infuse some young players to get you to the next level eventually, that's probably a place where you look. That's all. And again, if you're starting from scratch and you have that young nucleus, just for the lineup, pitching's another question. I get it. I think it could be worse. And I'm not trying to be all rights holder on this. I like those pieces. Now you need more, because if you're filling out like we're going to do on Serving It Up, my podcast with you're a rights holder. We're doing your projected Cardinal lineup, which is a fool's errand because who knows? But if the millionaires say do it, we're going to do it.
That's right, baby.
So I'm thinking, all right, those are 5 pretty good pieces.
What about Jordan
To be a
Walker?
play.
You didn't mention him.
Why would he?
I'm not so sure.
Oh, that dang.
Well, I'm not so sure he's in the mix. Might be because they look.
What a shame.
If the way I look at it, the way I would do it, and maybe
who else is going to be in the mix? I mean,
you got to go out and get pieces, right? You're giving up pieces, you got to get pieces. So maybe the pieces you bring in are in the mix. But yeah, certainly I wouldn't scratch Jordan Walker off. He's 23, and we know he's got a load of talent. We've seen him do it at the major league level, and then he has backslid. So I understand people's frustration. But I'm saying if the way I would do it is I would put Donnie at second, which seems to be what the Cardinals plan to do. When is it shortstop?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You're putting Donnie a second?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were putting JJ a second.
My bad. Weatherholt at second. My bad.
Sorry.
Although-
That's a good pickup right there, Rocchio.
Every other piece
Damn
of the
good
build.
pickup.
Hold on. No, that's my
Damn
bad.
good pickup.
Because
Right.
I was trying
everything.
because Lance Lynn says it's going to be, he says it's going to be Donnie at second base. Where does Weatherholt go?
Lance would say third.
Except a lot of people say, I haven't put my lineup together.
They're not putting him in the outfield, though. They're not putting Weatherholt in the outfield.
I wouldn't
They
put
keep
him in the
saying that.
outfield. So this is what I.
Well, no, but I'm saying,
That's what I have
what's Lance
so far.
Lynn going to say? Because if Lance Lynn's saying Donnie at second and Weatherholt might not have the arm for third, but they refuse to play him in the outfield, we've backed ourselves into a pretty tight corner here, haven't we?
And then I would put Donnie in the outfield. He's played there before. He's fine.
As long as
he's fine.
As long as it's the decision in the offseason, it makes sense because apparently they don't want to move him around anymore midseason, and I'm sure to his point he doesn't want to be moved around as a utility player anymore.
He did get a Gold Glove out of that, which is kind of cool.
Which they didn't really use. Right. When he said, "Hey, I can get paid more money because of this," they go, "No, utility players don't make more money, even Gold Glove ones." Seems a little sketchy.
Yeah, so that's my bad. It's early, and I haven't really filled this out because I couldn't really figure out this puzzle. But I'm going to go against Lance, who's a millionaire, and
he did play the game. That's right. He did play the money part. Seems a little less.
It's all about the money.
A little less important in the decision-making process.
I would go Win Weatherholt and Donnie in left, and that takes care of one outfield position. At this point, I'm going Victor Scott in center, though he didn't look great last night defensively. He has been much better since the All-Star break. It's got to learn some fundamentals of hitting. I'm with you on that, but that's how it would stack up now.
Also, you can't make the little mistakes defensively. It's like if your entire thing is going to be defense, you can't miss a ground ball in the outfield. That gives them an extra base.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And you know what else? He got better, but you got to be able to lay down a bunt. Like if that's going to be a big part of what your menu reads, then you got to be able to execute on that. So that's what now who's in right could be Walker. I would say you got to get another right-handed bat somewhere, and that's if you're getting rid of high salary guys. Well, you can bring in a guy,
and you can platoon it. You know, when Walker plays right field, when Herrera's behind the plate, but then when you have Herrera DH, that's when Burleson gets to start at right field. Walker's on the bench. One of your defensive catchers.
I like having Burley at first every game, if it's possible.
Oh yeah, I guess we're trading Contreras in this mindset. That's fair.
I'm just saying, if this,
that's fair.
So Burley's at first base every game, and I think that guy's 25 home runs, 290, close to 100 RBIs. That's what I project him. Maybe it's the numbers are there this year for that, so I don't think that's a leap. No. So now actually, I'm kind of talking this through now. So I'll be ready for the podcast. If you guys have any good ideas,
glad we're approving ground for your podcast.
And if anyone has any great ideas, so I need to come up with a legitimate starting pitcher that won't cost a fortune and a dependable right-handed outfielder. I'd go a little older because I want some veteran leadership on the team that you have to acquire. Could be via trade. And that's my lineup. Now, the rotation is going to take another week for me to. So rotation-wise, Rock, okay, there's no Sonny in this scenario. Based on what he said last night, okay, so your number one is Greavy?
We're not playing for anything in 2026. That's like the bottom line is, with that pitching staff, you're not playing for diddly in 2026. It's not going to exist. You're not even going to, it's not even sneaking into the playoffs and maybe getting a chance at the tournament like would have been with this season. They're not doing anything next year if they don't with that pitching staff. It's just, there's not even like a lot of things. No, it's not happening next year with that pitching staff, which is insane to me why people want to keep certain players for next year, because next year is going to be bad. Next year's going to be 2023 all over again.
I don't know if it has to be bad, but I would agree.
How could it not be?
I would agree that the goal is to get these guys ready for the year after and put together a team. Now, I'm not going to count anyone out, and who knows how things shake out. As I know in Major League, no one had those Indians.
I know everyone.
No one had those Indians.
That's something.
What'd you call them?
And it happens all the time.
Weren't they the Indians in the movie?
Guys we've never heard of become above average Major League Baseball
Willie
players in one
Mays
season all the time.
The Wild Thing. I have to go to a fake movie.
Yes.
Damn good movie.
And my thing with the lineup right now is that I can't decide on the Cardinals offseason until like November, because
what if you had a podcast?
To me, the Brendan Donovan thing is not as simple as some people are trying to make it, which some people are like, he's super talented, you keep him. it's just like there's a lot of like there's 9 different variables to have up in the air. Well, there's arbitration for this year. Do they sign him to an extended contract? If they don't do that, then we have to fall back into the fact that he's going to go into arbitration again. Is that going to piss him off? Are we looking at a guy who, again, they've never signed a player to a long-term deal after dealing with him at arbitration? So if Brendan Donovan's not going to sign a long-term deal within his next 3 seasons, why wouldn't you trade him? And I understand that people are, and part of that is if 2026 is going to be that bad, and good Lord Almighty, if that's the pitching staff, 2026 is going to be that bad. You have to get as many chances to develop a good team in the future. Trade away Sonny Gray, trade away Wilson Contreras, trade away Brendan Donovan.
So listen, you're a veteran of 12 years behind the mic in St. Louis.
Yes, he has.
So I have to learn to respect your opinions more than I have. Maybe that's my faux pas.
I think I
But in this case,
don't
Rock,
give me credit just because I've been here for a while.
yeah, no, being there is half the
13
battle.
years.
But Rock, that in no way helps me for my podcast.
Come on, Rock, help him out.
All right,
He's got millionaires he's got to deal with.
I know it doesn't, but
He needs something.
I have to shadow fight Brendan Schaefer over this right now over the years.
So listen, when I go on the air with this podcast, and we're taping at 11, and I say, third base, I got a guy. I don't have a name. And then Lance is like, what do we talk about? He wants names.
By the way,
Names, Rock, help him.
Jim, I'm trying to find you a third baseman with a 90 OPS plus or better, not even a 100 OPS plus or better.
And you're not. And
Well,
you can't.
Here's the thing. The amount of play, like there's only 97 hitters in Major League Baseball with an 100 OPS plus. Like that, there are 100 average or above average hitters in baseball. That's it, guys. And there's 30 teams, which means you get at average, you get 3 above average hitters
For your whole team.
for your whole damn team. So
if you're looking for a bargain basement, third baseman, so you can fill up your lineup for Lance Lynn, it ain't happening.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was looking
Because
last
if I
night.
have that guy under contract and I'm on another team, I'm not giving him to you for anything that you actually want to pay for him.
So one of the guys that would have been a bargain back in the day that I was attacked for by Smooth Brain, I wanted Waka
Because
because I knew he'd win. He's
Legitimately.
always won, right?
I would have loved that like 2 years ago.
When he was with the Cardinals, he had a degenerative shoulder thing that everyone thought would make him a non-factor going forward. Well, guess what? He changed his arm slot. It wasn't downhill playing, but he was a good pitcher, and he was a bargain. That's the kind of guy I want for the rotation, a guy who you kind of pencil in double-digit wins and an ERA of under 3.5, which is a bargain for 2 years.
I think the we have to change our expectations on ERA. You got to change your expectation on that kind of player to like a 4.3, a 4 even ERA. 3.5 is.
But that's what Waka.
I know that's what he was
Maybe
putting out.
3.6.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I'm just saying
that neighborhood.
and that's why he
for
wasn't a
nothing.
good signing because there's not a lot of guys who are
Right.
going to be $12 million.
And you know what I got when I said that's a guy? Oh, you just want your boys back. Bring the band back.
is that what
together.
Smooth Brain said?
There was
Yeah.
it was hard not to seem like you were being just like a St. Louis apologist when you wanted to bring in Michael Walker 2 years ago, but it was 100%. It would have been a great move for the Cardinals, absolutely.
And now I'm looking, is there another Waka type? Not one that I'm friendly with, because I want to get the band back together.
And come on your
I
pod
like
all
this.
the time.
Science, as usual,
Yeah.
comes in with a good one. Griffin Canning. Now he's having a really solid year with the Mets, and he's going to be the guy that a lot of teams are going to say, we'll give you 2 years at an AAV for $12 million. Are the Cardinals in on that after he has a pop year with the Mets a little bit? We'll see. The other name he throws out, Soroka, has split time between the Nationals and the Cubs this year. He joined the Cubs at the deadline. And did he join the Cubs at the deadline? Yeah, he joined the Cubs at the deadline. He's appeared in 4 games for them, and he's been really good. But he's only appeared in 4 games for them, so we'll see about that.
What's his ERA? 4.6?
Soroka or
Soroka?
Canning? It's a 4.6, but in the 4 games with the Chicago Cubs, he's a 1.35.
Oh, here's a good
Yeah,
one.
but that's 4
I
games.
know it's 4 games, but yeah, it's a 4.6.
He's 28.
It's a 4.6 across 20 starts.
Hasn't he had
20 games.
surgery?
Yeah, he missed 21 and 22
Yeah.
for injuries. So I'm guessing he's probably had his Tommy John already.
I heard Adam Wainwright and Mo are releasing a new album duet called Spurs and Bow Ties. Jim, do you know if the profits of the album will go to the Cardinals 2026 payroll? Thanks, Pizza Wallet. Probably. I hope so.
I wish that was funnier because I would have been on board with it.
So Soroka has been rehabbing a shoulder injury that he dealt with after he got traded to the Cubs. That's why he's only pitched 4 games since the deadline ended. So Soroka's rehabbing a shoulder injury that he should be back for the Cubs. They're going to use him as a reliever. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah. So that he doesn't really fill the bill.
Canning does, but again, you're going to be one of like 12 teams saying, "Here's 2 years and $24 million." Does he take the Cardinals offer over a competitor that gives him that deal to be the 5th starter? Probably not.
Let's see here. The only guarantees in the lineup next year are Wynn, Herrera, Burley. Everyone else could be different, and I wouldn't be surprised. Danny boy, what's up, baby?
I'd be legitimately surprised if they don't give Victor Scott another chance at center field, just because he's shown it for the most part defensively. Yes, he has the little mistakes, but the ceiling, the can he get to any ball that's hit near him? The answer to that is yes. And also just who else is going to be your center fielder? Unlike the infield or the corner outfield, there's not even young guys in the organization that we could speculate that like might be able to steal some minutes. I guess you could say, let's go back to Michael Ciani, but did Garrett Hampson show you that much? Victor Scott, I just feel like it's not like, I understand you wouldn't be super confident, but I feel like Victor Scott
Hampson's not with him no more.
You're right.
Church,
yes, thank you. I just feel like Victor Scott's probably a guy you got to pen in next year.
Because you can see the athletic ability. You could see that he's still a work in progress. Is Canning a free agent?
He only signed a 1-year deal with the Mets. Signed through 2025. Yeah, it was a 1 year. It was a 1 year, $4.25 million deal with.
Thank you, science. He goes to
science.
Now the pitching was going to be hard, but it was there. Do us a favor, find a third baseman that isn't just a slapstick hitter and also not a terrible glove that isn't going to cost $15 million, because that one I'm really struggling with.
You know who I want, but let me look at his contract status.
Cal Riley.
Yeah, he'd be fun.
I want Polanco from Seattle.
But my thing is, like, why would Seattle move him?
Well, he's a free agent.
Oh, is he okay?
Let's see. If Herrera moves back to catcher, he is an elite offensive player in baseball.
He's the lead offensive player in baseball no matter where he plays. I mean, he just had 8 home runs in the month of September, which is tied with Cal Raleigh and Shohei Ohtani. I mean, no matter where he is,
good company right there.
He's going to be. They have a mutual option on Polanco in 2026, Jim.
So he ain't going there.
So I have a feeling like if you're him,
25, 26
your 32-year season with a winning team right now, why would you?
And they're a good team.
And they're a good Seattle team.
And they could plug him in at a number of different positions.
He ain't going anywhere.
How's that stadium in Seattle?
I tell you, it was rocking when we were there.
Seems like it's packed.
It was rocking.
Do you hear that? That was a pretty good call when he hit that 60 bomb. Going crazy. Whole place seemed like it was packed. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see here. Which team is a bigger pile of crap, Cardinals or City? Wombat wants to know.
Why do we have to
See, I shouldn't have read that.
That's
I shouldn't have read that.
Plus Rock is.
Why must we? You know how many times he had to say that back in the day?
Rock is going to get in his feelings about City.
Know. Yeah. Don't do that.
Because that's his squad.
That's his squad right there, baby.
He's a City boy.
They're not very good.
Yeah, but they're well run.
I haven't let myself become a fan of that team though. I mean, I was 31 when they came here, and out of the gate, my entire mindset for the entire year before they got here was, I want to be a reporter covering this team. So I haven't really I'm a fan of that. It's fun to watch them, and I'm a fan. I enjoy watching the sport, and I get nerdy about developing young prospects because that's always my thing in sports. But I wouldn't say I'm a fan of that team.
Okay, and
which makes it easier because people bitch at me about it.
And I will stipulate that you know you better than I know you, but I would say you are a fan.
I would probably throw money on that he's a fan for sure.
Can you put that on?
Okay.
Can you do a poll on our chat line?
My thing is do you guys have an objective argument and to make about this other than your own is there anything that's objective here that isn't just subjective about why you think this that you can present
because
as
I watch you
facts
tweet
or evidence?
That's
my job, Jim.
No, I know it's your job, but you don't have to tweet as much, and it seems based on your tweets I can glean a personal connection. That's all.
Can you please?
It's hard to objectify
Can
that.
you please pull up a tweet and give me an objective tweet that tells you that is more fan than reporter?
Well, it was one.
No,
They were connected.
frequency does not denote fandom.
And length. Frequency and length.
Literally my job to talk about the team during the game.
Well,
Therefore,
so
that doesn't really denote fandom.
it's very hard.
You may step down.
No. It's very hard to factually prove whether you like a team or not.
It's almost like it's a bad argument.
It's a fool argument. It's a fool's
I
errand.
agree, it's a fool's errand. I don't know why you would partake in it.
Well, we have a foolish show. And
There you go.
And I'm going to tell you that your tweets you should put that up as a poll. Let the listeners
about
decide.
my tweets? Frequency does not.
Yes. Yes, it does.
How does frequency denote
Because
fandom?
Dave Green doesn't say, Rock, you only tweeted 37 times about one missed pass in the midfield. So
stock and pay.
that's beyond.
Well, that's a hyperbolic example. If you want to keep it to the realm of things that actually happened, that'd be great.
What do you mean hyperbolic? I've seen you tweet lengthy
37
things.
times about one pass?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a hyperbolic example at all.
Well, sometimes in radio, to make a point,
You have to
we'll
lie.
embellish a little.
Sometimes in the radio, to make my point, I have to
Anyone.
invent things that didn't actually happen to make my factual
And sometimes
argument.
when you're covering a soccer team in an effort to seem like you're doing your job, you need to have a 4-paragraph tweet about a goal. Come on now.
How are you talking about a
It's
goal
okay.
a lot?
You're a fan.
But I'm not.
I'm a fan of the Cardinals. He's a fan of the Blues. Hates the Cardinals. Hates Missouri.
No, well,
Fans. Apologist is a better description than fan, I think.
Of me.
Yes, I wouldn't.
How
fan
so?
Seems like a little bit.
What
odd.
have I?
Whoa!
Well, give me an example of that.
I mean, I've been on this show for the last 3 months for you. It seems pretty apologetic.
Have I said they're good when they're not?
I feel like I've almost broken this.
right, soldier.
Would you say, let's take what I said today. I think for a team that's starting from scratch, the pieces that I've laid out to this point
They're not starting from
aren't-
scratch.
aren't as bad as I.
They just burned a year of a rebuild. They just wasted 1 year of a rebuild. How are they starting from scratch?
Because they have a brand new guy in charge.
So because they
Don't you think
they
that's
so they
You don't think that,
artificially
you don't
just-
think that's starting over?
not really.
You don't think what they were doing now was to clear the runway for Heim?
When they don't spend any money, when they screw over players at the arbitration table again, then I'm not. Then if they
What does
change
that have to do
all
with
those
whether or not
things,
they're starting over?
that
Like,
because that would be a changing of the guard of the mindset of how you're running.
you got a
things.
new
Clearly,
guy
that's not
running the
gonna
show.
happen.
Let's see what he does.
We'll see.
314 says he tweets very emotionally about City. There's
I know he
way too much emotion behind some of those tweets. We're at 314.
And some would say
That's what the
apologetic.
314
I'm
says.
having-
And some would say
Yeah,
apologetic.
I would no. I don't think anyone would say I'm apologetic because I have these things called facts and numbers behind my opinions, Jim. That's unlike just making up other people's opinions so that I can argue against them. I think there's a term for that.
How
on
so?
the internet.
How
It
so?
might be a straw man argument.
what
I believe
opinion?
is the term.
I just said I would
Guys.
respect your opinion and embrace it. I was just looking for a damn third baseman
That's
they haven't
it.
come up with.
God dang. Let's see here. Jim, would you rather lose your job and the Cardinals win the World Series 3 years in a row, or keep your job and they never win again?
Well, I got a family to feed. Probably keep
No
my job.
doubt about it.
Like what?
No doubt about it.
What do you think? I'm gonna like lay myself
Here.
over the hand grenade?
I mean, for Brony, by the way. That was for Brony. Oh, that's funny. Going to start calling Rockio Groundhog Day. Every soccer tweet is the same, just a different week. Unless he is out of town or drunk. Then he adds a lot of F-bombs to them.
I always curse.
I don't know if I like
I
that.
always curse in all of my tweets.
I don't
I
know
don't
if I
drink-
like
Is that what a reporter does?
I don't drink. It's what a reporter does it the way I don't want to do it. Does it? I don't care.
No, I'm just saying you.
I curse.
You want to?
I say I report what I see in whatever phrase and prosing I choose. And if somebody's like, "Well, that's not professional,"
No, but that's fine.
That's fine. That's
All right,
what I
but
do.
do you do that
Um,
when you're over there?
I curse all the time on that show.
You
I
do?
want to.
Really?
Yes. it's YouTube.
You drop
I,
F bombs?
I've dropped F bombs on that show
With Randy?
a couple times. Yes. If I feel the need to do it, I will curse. I don't care. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I was not drunk this
Look
weekend.
at Cam.
I was cursing because it's my Twitter and I'll say whatever I want.
With Randy or with Randy? Why are you dropping F-bomb?
Claves dropped the first F-bomb on STL Sports Central.
Did he?
And it was a great.
What did he say?
What did he say? I can't remember. It was either him and Bernie or him and Randy were going back and forth, and he drops it, and he did it in this very just casual way that Claves did it. And it hit so well. I only dropped like 2 or 3 F-bombs on there, but I do curse on there because we can. It's YouTube.
Did this simp really just say he's not a Cardinals apologist? Get the hell out of here.
I'm really not.
Wombat.
I'm not lying to anyone. I'm not going to.
You think he is, Rock? Legit?
Like, honestly, like,
When
if
you had to say
said
yes or no?
I've been wrong about some players that I thought would be better than they are. I wasn't the only one.
He's not an apologist. He's a rights holder.
And the difference, just because.
How about this? A rights holder ain't going to lie, but they might not try to advance a negative story.
There it is.
There's a huge difference between that. You know, I'm not going to kill one of the players that I got to cover. I don't think anyone would.
And you have to see every single day.
You know, you got to listen to the way that Jim breaks down things in a certain light, knowing that there's certain things that he's going to know.
Yeah, there's certain.
But he can't tell you. You can't tell me and Cam. But you'll say something. I go, okay, that's different from everything I've seen. That's different from a lot of what's been reported. What is the angle that now I have to take Jim's thing and say, okay, he knows. How does that affect how I do everything? And so I don't say rights holder in a bad way. That's the reality of the situation he is in. It's not. I'm not saying it in like a commentary of what he does or how he does his job. The reality of the situation is Jim works for the rights holder.
That's fair.
Bottom line.
And I've been pretty honest about this over the years. There's certain things I see based on the fact that I can travel with the team, which is kind of off the record stuff.
Yes.
Okay. When you know that. So there's things I know that I've seen or heard based on my position that isn't fair game. If it's fair game, I'll go with it.
Yeah. I get that.
But that doesn't make me an apologist. It's things that I know that I'll try to steer a certain show that I might be on at the time in a direction with something I know without coming out and saying it and meet all kinds of blowback generally, because that might not be the common thought process on that topic.
Let's see. If you want an ERA of the high 4s, just re-sign Michaelis for $3 million and be done. He ain't getting more than that anywhere else. Latterus, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, he is.
I think someone will sign him, and it'll be like I'm going by what they offered.
Thank you,
Lance Lynn.
Yes, thank you.
Lance Lynn would have come back to the Cardinals for this year. He wanted $10 million.
And he was getting offers for 8 and 9, right?
He was getting 8.
And Kyle Gibson saying
Kyle Gibson with the Orioles. So the Orioles offered Lance 5. Gibson took 5 from them. Lance said, I want 10. It's not worth it. You know, I'm doing a podcast with Jim. I got money rolling in.
Yeah, baby.
So it's not worth it for me to come back for 10. I'll hold out for 10. Gibson took it. So in that realm, yeah, I think someone, if they just look, they could sign one of those deals, you know, where minor league, just as protection. That's what the price of poker is for a veteran like that.
Babroni said Jim cares about the listeners, but he doesn't care about the board ops.
That's so.
He's had a couple of. No, you like with yeah.
I was an advocate for Cole.
That's
was
true. Yeah.
Right.
We're hard on Cole, but
we
still pumped his tires up
you
too.
Battle someone verbally. I like Rockio. I think he's a smart guy. 12 years.
Might be 13.
13 years.
Hard.
It's 12. It's 12.
Hard years.
So we'll battle.
July of 2013.
Hard years.
So we're going to battle. Like if you want a show where I say you're exactly right, Cam. Hey, great point, Rock. We can do that. It's not really how we're built, though.
No. Let's see. How bored are you
We're talking about Charlie. I'm not even sure he's doing radio anymore.
He's not. How bored do you have to be to even be reading Rockio's soccer tweets?
You have to be you have to care about the soccer team, which you don't.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Look, I still read your tweets and I really don't even care.
It's weird. It's weird that guys like JNTX and Gino get like mad that I cover the soccer team. They're angry at its existence, which is so funny to me. It's like you just don't have, you can just mute me. I don't care. You can just unfollow me. Fine.
Easy.
I'm going to tweet a lot about Billikens basketball. I'm going to tweet a lot about St. Louis City soccer. There's going to be a lot of expletives inside of those tweets. And then every once in a while, I'm going to tweet about goofy stuff.
What do you care more about, City or Billikens?
I like basketball more than soccer. And so I'd phrase it as I enjoy covering a basketball team more than I enjoy covering a soccer team because I enjoy basketball more than I enjoy soccer. I also understand basketball a lot more than I understand soccer because I've been following it in depth for twice as long.
What about football?
I've been following soccer in depth for 10 years. I've been following basketball in depth for over 20. Football, it's just, Stan Kroenke sapped my love of the game.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I still love football, but it's not nearly as much as it was, and it's hard to dive into a team that isn't in my city. Hence why.
What about Mizzou?
That's my thing. Is like I decided I wanted to cover teams, and covering Mizzou is a hassle. It's an hour and a half drive to do it every day.
That's true.
Covering the basketball team would be a lot of fun. I would love to do it. I hope to get involved in some more Mizzou stuff over on STL Sports Central, but I got the Jewel of Midtown to cover the Billikens, and I got a soccer team. I got them right here.
Right here.
Why not envelop myself as much as possible into those two teams?
Does Grant have to go down every single weekend? Is Grant covering it? The Mizzou Tigers?
Yeah, but he's the age where you want to go down to Mizzou every weekend. I remember being that age. The first 2-3 years out of college, I was trying to go down there every weekend as well. So I get that. But now I don't want to deal with that.
I know nothing about soccer. When does the St. Louis City season end? Do they even have a chance to make the playoffs? Pizza Walt wants to know.
Technically, they do have a chance to make the playoffs. They're
out,
but they're exact. Well,
like the Cardinals.
I was gonna say, Jim could explain how the Cardinals have a chance, and it would literally work as an exact answer to the city, which is the teams right above them refuse to win enough games, and so as long as they keep losing and City keeps winning, they still have a chance. They have 3 more games. They have to win all 3 of them, and everybody else pretty much has to lose all of theirs.
Let's see here. Have you been on Twitter during a game? I guess I need to look at their schedule to avoid it.
Look,
Gino.
Rockio,
you can just mute me.
Gino.
Then you won't see it. Just mute me.
Rockio, although I look at
Just
it,
mute the Twitter.
Gino.
you have to be a fan
Here, I'll get the screen up.
Because
I'll show you
those-
how to do it, Gino. I'll show you
because
how to do it.
those tweets are by a fan.
No, they're not.
For fans, by a fan.
No.
It's a fan. It's like, come on, Rock.
true.
That's ridiculous, though.
I'm not a fan of
Yes,
the team.
you are. How can you? I don't get it. You're a big time fan of St. Louis City. You're not a fan of the city soccer team? Really?
When they lose, it doesn't bother me. I go, okay, time to go do my post-game show now.
I'm a fan of the Blues when they lose. I'm not really that bugged about it either, I guess, but I'm a fan of them big time.
I want the
Especially if you're
Cardinals
working
to
for them,
win.
you want them to win. I mean,
I guess we have different definitions of fandom, because to me, fandom is by nature is a fanatical connection to a team. Winning gives you a high. Losing makes you low.
There's different levels of fandom. There's different levels.
I would say I'm
not kicking the dog when
I
they
would
lose.
say I'm not a fan of the team because it's like when they score a goal, none of the excitement I get has to do with like the team taking the lead. The entire excitement I have is
And why are you moonwalking? When they score a goal?
Because no one ever wants to give me a chance to dance, and so I take it when it arrives.
Just dance.
The rain on my skin just doesn't happen nearly enough.
Anybody out there got a third baseman that's affordable or an outfielder?
Science,
Because I'm going to get
Science, what is it?
excoriated.
We gave him science. We gave science a task, and he has been unfortunately
Hilarious.
silent since. And I feel like it's because of the task.
What's a bigger lie? Rock not being a fan of the city, Jim not being a Cardinals apologist, Cam watching women's softball. Ooh.
Well, yours is the
biggest
lie.
one for sure.
I mean, because that was like, there was no need for it.
No need for
You
it.
just walked into lying like it was
Lies.
a nice, comfortable set of pajamas.
Yeah, damn right. Just
For
lie.
no reason.
No reason. And you called me right out. And then we clipped it off, and it's a good clip.
So, do you think every person who covers a team is a fan?
No.
Okay.
But look, St. Louis is a different kind of market.
So, you think every journalist in St. Louis who covers
No,
the team
I
is
didn't
a fan?
say. Let me
I think a
finish.
lot of them are.
Let me finish. I think
Big
there is
time.
a certain amount of fandom in the St. Louis media. I think that generally speaking, the fan base is okay with that. And it also boils down to, like, I'll take Philadelphia. I worked there. Philadelphia had sports talk radio non-affiliated, and they wanted clicks and listeners. So they would bring out whatever was controversial, they would hit that and hit it again and hit it again. And I think there was a lot of media like that.
Have to get that to play in Philly.
The fans are fine. St. Louis is different, in my opinion. And I've been in other markets. St. Louis fans don't want to see you rip the team.
Oh,
now, hold on.
I would disagree with that.
Well, now in the last 2 years, it's something new. I've been here 25 years or so. The team has never experienced what it has. Talking about the Cardinals, has never experienced what it has in the last couple of seasons. This is something new where it became fashionable to rip the manager, the general manager, president baseball ops, ownership, or any rights holder who happens to be a delightful guy on the radio, just trying to fill some time in an entertaining fashion.
Oh, baby. Is the attendance suffering at St. Louis City games like it is Cardinal games? I think Rock said no on that.
Well, it's not suffering like it is at the Cardinals game because, that's a very – they lost 33% of their fan base in the last 2 years. That's pretty stark. St. Louis, there are more open seats now, undoubtedly, than there were in 2023. That's unquestionable. They're still selling things out, but if you look up in the top rungs, there are a lot more plain red seats than there were in 2023 that are open. And that's what's good, but that's what's going to happen when you have been mostly non-competitive as a playoff side for almost the entirety of the last 2 seasons.
Yes, sir.
Jim Hayes, Ledoux Patch. It's been my experience covering soccer, and again, I'm the only one on the dais that ever shook hands with Pele.
That's true.
Okay, I'm the only guy that ever interviewed Preki.
Who?
Preki. Rock knows who Preki is.
Did I interview Preki before he got fired?
He might have.
I've interviewed Preki. Not a nice guy.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, that's why he got fired. He was not. Or when he got fired, everyone was like, "Oh, it's because he was an ass."
He was not a nice guy as a player.
I don't think I interviewed him when he was here coaching again. I think it was the coach right after him. Damn, almost had you.
Okay,
almost
he wasn't nice as a player in Kansas City when we crossed paths. The only time
I've called indoor games with Daryl Duran.
Nice man.
Did you shower with him?
And Mark Moser.
Okay, but I'm talking about
500 points.
Preki because that's the only name I have at my disposal that I've interviewed.
Kind of bad.
And it's been, and I think Preki would agree that the only way to gauge whether or not a professional soccer franchise is losing its fan base if the percentage of fans in attendance is not wearing a scarf. That true. Drops. Like game
that's when
one, everyone has a scarf. Now lately, I've seen shots of the crowd. And
no scarves.
Only 43% are wearing scarves.
I can't wait to start wearing scarves.
The problem is when 28 of the 34 games are being played in 85%.
I don't care.
85-degree heat. Just wait, Jim.
Fan or not,
Jim. They're going to make the really smart move of playing over the winter and try to and competing with football every weekend. And then it'll be in the winter, and then we'll get to wear scarves, and it won't matter that you're competing with the most popular sport in the world.
If you're a soccer fan,
the country, I should say,
you call it a road kit, and you wear a damn scarf.
Gino says, or people are realizing soccer sucks. Gino's really negative today. Is he bringing Legrand's in?
I hope so.
We haven't given him the order.
Let me tell you who still is packed, and they're packed every single day because they got a good thing going, and that's the Audi Exchange right there in Kirkwood, Missouri, baby. Right across the street, my boy Neil will take care of you. Best car on the road right now, baby. That's the Audi. Check out, hey, you ready to electrify your drive? Audi Kirkwood invites you to experience the all-new 2025 Audi Q6 e-tron. The future of luxury EVs is here. For a limited time, take advantage of the 0.99% APR financing for 72 months on the Q6 e-tron. That's high performance with smart financing. Plus, explore a great selection of your Audi favorites, including the all-new 2025 Audi Q5. Redesigned and ready to impress. And don't miss out to up to $7,500 federal tax credit available on the select EVs and the plug-in hybrids. But hurry, this credit expires September 30th. That's coming up. Now's the time to plug in and save. Go see my buddy Neil and the entire crew at the Audi Kirkwood on Manchester Road or shop their entire inventory online at AudiKirkwood.com. Audi Kirkwood. Accept the exceptional. Woo! Let's go. All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
The Lou Information Station, a whole new way to enjoy content, created just for those of us in the St. Louis area. It's a whole new way to advertise and promote your business. Reach out and find out just how different we are. If you're tired of one-sided advertising offerings or your traditional media rep trying to shove digital marketing down your throat, visit louinfo.com and click on advertising. Or email partnerships at louinfo.com for more information.
This is Mizzou wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr.
And I'm Mizzou linebacker Josiah Trotter.
When we hit the field, we have each other's back.
And off the field, we got James Carlton, State Farm covering us.
Thanks, fellas. Nothing beats college football season, and nothing beats saving money. Just by getting a quote from our office and mentioning Mizzou, we'll make a donation to support Mizzou's will to win push on your behalf. No strings attached.
So you're supporting the team just by checking your rates. Doesn't get any easier than that.
It's so easy. Check them out online at carltoninsurance.net. MIZZOU.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with EyeSight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. A project put on hold in April has now been canceled. The proposed $1.1 billion Green Line project connecting North and South St. Louis has been canceled. There was doubt the project would have been approved for the millions of federal dollars needed for construction. Because of the ongoing strike, Boeing has plans to relocate some of its work outside of St. Louis County. The upgrade on the Super Hornet, or FA-18, could be moved to Texas or Florida. A woman is dead after being stabbed in the Bellefontaine neighbors on Tuesday evening. Police were called to the 1200 block of Bliss Drive and found a woman with life-threatening injuries. She was pronounced dead at the hospital, and they do have a person of interest in the case. A new dining hall is in the works for downtown St. Louis. The Post-Dispatch first reported the new Washington Avenue Food Hall will open next summer, and it will have 8 stalls for restaurants and 2 spots for bars. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, louinfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. Sunny sky today. A high this afternoon in the mid to upper 70s. Mainly clear sky tonight, upper 50s. On Friday, back to sunshine, a high near 80. Saturday and Sunday, sunny skies, a high low to mid 80s. Monday, right back to sunshine, our high on Monday near 85. And then Tuesday, sun-filled skies, our high on Tuesday near 85 degrees. I'm meteorologist Sally Russell for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown and Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown and Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown and Crouppen now.
Joined now by the boss, Dave Green. Dave, we're building something pretty special here, but running a growing media company takes more than great content. Tell us why you chose Home Bank for your business banking.
For us, it's all about relationships. With Home Bank, we're not just an account number. We know the people there, and they know us, our goals, and where we're headed. That personal connection makes all the difference.
Greener, when you say relationships, what does that really look like?
They not only know my name, Cam, they know our business. And when I need something, whether it's a phone call or a text, weekday or weekend, morning or night, I get a response from someone I know and help with whatever I need.
That's huge. And for a business like ours, you need a bank that can move at the pace you're moving.
Exactly. We're in a fast-changing media world, and Home Bank has been a steady partner through it all.
Home Bank is a team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001.
Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank, they're your business partner.
Lunchtime just got a whole lot better at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From mouth-watering wraps to loaded quesadillas to bold, flavor-packed sandwiches, Hot Shots has something fresh every single day, along with your favorite wings, burgers, and pizza that you know and love. And don't sleep on those Hot Shots tacos. Plus, if you gotta be in and out quick for lunch, Hot Shots has you covered every day starting at 11 a.m. Find your nearest Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill now at hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah. Let's go. Whoa. 8:55. Only got a couple minutes here. Do our thing. I know Rockio and Jimmy are looking at LeGrand's menu.
No, I'm not.
Well, you should. Because we're
what am I doing now?
What are you tweeting something?
I'm trying to retweet the Rock tweet because he takes the time to do it.
Yes, that's right. He does. He does. He's got to rewrite it. Okay.
Jimmy's
that bad?
Jimmy's got a unique voice, and
is that bad?
I figured out Cam's texting voice because I had a fist and an American flag somewhere.
That's all you need.
So
baby.
I figured out Cam's texting voice, but Jimmy's texting voice is difficult.
Yeah.
And we talked about this earlier, but like writing scripts for somebody else's voice is legitimately hard. Writing tweets for people is also really hard because it's going to seem inauthentic if it's clearly not from Cam.
Yeah.
So I got to write it so that it seems like it's from Cam's perspective. I can't do both Cam's POV and Jim's POV.
Not even close. Completely
There's
different.
no way I can do that.
Yeah, I get you.
So we got to get Jim's his own unique way of putting out the tweet, and I give him the foundation to work off of.
Well, I know you're listening, Gino, but we're going to send you that order. We really appreciate it. And I will take care of you in the future, just so you know. Just so you know, Gino, we appreciate you doing this. And might be Blues tickets, whatever you want, you let me know. You bring your shite-kicking son, man. I'll take care of you, just so you know that. But we're going to send that to you here. And we have a bunch of other stuff to talk about, too, man. I'm going to get into Tom Brady's situation, Rudy Johnson, suicide. Jackson Dart, Snuggerud fell into the boards 100 miles an hour. God almighty. That was scary. Think he's going to be okay. That's the scariest thing going on in hockey right now is when you blow a tire going 100 miles an hour and you can't stop and those boards are right there. Boom. Oh, God. Brutal. He's going to be okay, though.
I want to hit this before in the last 20 seconds we have. Terrell Whitener, Science says our third baseman is Isaac Paredes and left fielder is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. My question on Paredes, Jim, is why would he sign with the Cardinals if he has a 140 OPS after leaving the Astros this year?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my only question there. You would be great. No doubt about that.
I mean, you want to be part of this reset. Yeah. You know,
time. I owe you coin. All right,
give me a Jimmy's meatball.
Jimmy's okay. I'll got you. All right, Gino, we're going to send it. We appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a little bit. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Find your thrill around every corner in the all-new Audi Q6 e-tron. Now at Audi Kirkwood. Drive one home with 0.99% financing for 72 months. Elegance, power, comfort, all in one extraordinary SUV. And with the $7,500 EV tax credit going away September 30th. Get yours now while you can still save big. Visit Audi Kirkwood on Manchester Road or shop online at AudiKirkwood.com.
You've been strong for everyone else, but let me ask you who is strong for you. I am Jennifer Bardot, radio personality, author, and publisher, and the founder of Grit Association, which stands for Growth, Resilience, Intention, and Tenacity. What is Grit? Grit is a movement, a sisterhood, a space where ambitious women grow, lead, and thrive. This isn't just leadership. This is transformation. Grit is your circle of fire, where comfort zones get shattered or stories become power, and the next level becomes your new normal. From our 7 international anthologies that elevate women's voices to my radio show, Elevate and Lead, on the Lou Information Station, everything we do is about your rising, your voice, your power, your people. Are you ready? Join Grit. For more information, visit mygritcommunity.com. That's mygritcommunity.com.
Lunchtime just got a whole lot better at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From mouth-watering wraps to loaded quesadillas to bold, flavor-packed sandwiches, Hot Shots has something fresh every single day, along with your favorite wings, burgers, and pizza that you know and love. And don't sleep on those Hot Shots tacos. Plus, if you gotta be in and out quick for lunch, Hot Shots has you covered every day starting at 11 a.m. Find your nearest Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill now at hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios, this is the Lou Information Station, KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
At a Dallas ICE facility. The shooter has reportedly been identified as 29-year-old Joshua John. He was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at a nearby apartment building. The FBI is investigating the shooting as an act of targeted violence. FBI Director Kash Patel posted a picture on X of shell casings engraved with the phrase anti-ICE that were found at the scene. I'm Mark Mayfield.
President Trump says the deadly shooting at the Dallas ICE facility is despicable. In a Truth Social post, the president said the brave men and women of ICE are just trying to do their jobs. Trump went on to blame who he called deranged radical leftist for the violence. Meanwhile, Senator Ted Cruz blames divisive rhetoric for the attack.
We should not be putting language out there that inspires madmen to commit evil crimes.
The Texas Republican seemingly took a shot at a push in California to unmask federal law enforcement. He was critical of politicians' efforts to, in his words, dox ICE agents. The head of the FBI released photos from the scene of the shooting showing an anti-ICE message scribbled on the bullets. Federal prosecutors are nearing a decision on whether possible perjury charges against former FBI Director James Comey.
The probe's examining whether Comey made false statements during his September 2020 testimony to Congress on his handling of the investigation into Russia allegedly meddling in the 2016 presidential election. Prosecutors would generally only have 5 years to the day to bring a charge, and according to people familiar with the investigation, a legal deadline is expiring Tuesday. Comey has maintained his innocence, and if a federal grand jury approves the case, it would mark one of the highest profile indictments of a political figure. I'm Jim Roop.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say: "We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. So visit strongtel.com right now. That's StrongTel, STRONGT.com. StrongTel.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222. 222-2222.
Hey, Kat, summer's winding down, but I keep thinking, my backyard is weak, man. I need a pool and maybe even a fire pit.
Cam, you know who can handle that? Merrimack Pools and Outdoors. They're a family-owned St. Louis company, been doing this for 25 years.
They do more than just pools, right?
Oh, yeah. Patios, outdoor kitchens, sport courts, fire features, the whole outdoor package. They'll design it, build it, and make it look amazing.
That sounds like trouble for my neighbors when I start hosting barbecues with the boys.
Exactly. And here's the best part. Free consultations, smart pool features like LED lighting and spa integration, financing options, and they back it all with a lifetime manufacturer warranty.
That's legit. And you know I like local. They're licensed, insured, bonded, and based right here in St. Louis.
If you want the ultimate backyard, head to SplashSTL.com.
Hit up SplashSTL.com for more information and receive a free salt cell included in your package. A $2,000 value. SplashSTL.com.
St. Louis's new home to the best in sports coverage is STL Sports Central. Find them on YouTube or at STLSportsCentral.com. with names like Randy Carricker and Bernie Miklasz leading the way to provide you with the latest news and commentary on all of your favorite St. Louis sports teams, along with great written content and post-game shows after every St. Louis sports team plays. That's STL Sports Central, online or on YouTube.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 9:05 on a Thursday. Get up and get them in. You can text into the show, by the way, 314-590-3770. We're live on YouTube as well. Just go to YouTube and type in Lou Info and like and subscribe. Chat away all you want. Let us know about whatever you're thinking. Doesn't matter. I'll read it. Does not matter. And you could also download the app too. Just go to the App Store and type in Lou Info. Boom. Psh, now you got the app. You can listen to us in the car. Whatever you guys want to do. I do care. And you can call in 855-282-8255. Let's
Degenerate Wombat said Cam and Jim doing their ads together. How cute. That's quality radio.
Damn right it is. And it's cute. It's both. Yeah, check out our, by the way, check out our sponsors.
Wait till you see our new hats that they're coming out for Hot Take Central. It's a picture of Cam, me, and Rockio in a sauna with towels.
Yes, sir.
Get it? Hot Take Central, and we're all sweating.
I like it. I like our logo, though, man.
I do, too.
It is badass. We got to do something about that. We got to do
You know
something
people.
about
I
it,
don't.
man. Yeah, you're right. I do know people, actually.
You can talk about Gary Cohen here?
Yeah, you want to talk about Gary Cohen?
Yeah.
He was not happy about the, Matt Shaw, who's a young kid, I believe, right? Young kid, friends with Charlie Kirk. I believe Charlie Kirk's widow reached out to him and invited him to the funeral mass, whatnot. And Gary Cohen, play-by-play for the New York Mets, had something to say about it.
Shaw had Cubs World in a tizzy this weekend when he was not here for the Cubs game with the Reds. Game they lost 1-0, and in which his lack of presence was felt. It was later revealed that he had been given permission to attend Charlie Kirk's funeral. And I don't want to talk about any of the politics of it, but the thought of leaving your team in the middle of a race for any reason other than a family emergency really strikes me as weird.
It's unusual. I think it's unprecedented, at least from my experience as a player.
His buddy got his head blown off.
Yeah, I get it. And I mean, in St. Louis, we had Yachty. And that wasn't in the middle of a race, but Yachty left the team to go to his professional basketball team that he owned. Gary Cohen had left the team, not in a race. See, that's the difference I think he was trying to make.
Weren't they already in?
Trying to be fair about it. I think they were still at the time battling for position, right?
I thought people, okay, that doesn't matter.
I don't know. And because I kind of stopped looking at the standings when I see where the Cardinals are. Anyway, Gary Cohen had his dog had died. And so he took a game off, supposedly, is what I'm reading. Now, here's the other thing. Your dog dies, your family's impacted. It's more than just a dog. When my dog passed, I was a basket case, so I understand that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying people kind of go through things differently. And if he got permission from the team, I don't know.
I'm not going to lie to you. If my dog...
I wouldn't call it weird. I wouldn't call it weird.
It's not weird at all. I'm not... I wouldn't miss a game if my dog died. A professional NHL game, couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But if my buddy got his head blown off, I'd miss a game for that. I don't care how old I was. And you know what? I think people would understand that. So I don't know. I don't know really how close they were, but I read that they were pretty close, and she actually reached out to him too. So I don't know.
And people people deal with things in different ways. Okay, he got permission from the team, like Yachty got permission from the team. It's not up to me to second guess.
Yeah, they agreed to it. Why even? Anyway,
and if you're a broadcaster, you got permission to take a day for whatever the reason.
I remember
again, I'm not. It could be the dog. It could be his family was feeling. You got to be there to take care of your people. So I get
Doc Emmerich said that he was in a playoff game when he was working for the Devils, and his dog died. And he missed like 2 games, and I don't know how Lou was happy about that or not.
Yeah, anybody on the side of corporations in this case where it's like you have to give your loyalty to your employer at all times, even compared to these kind of moments. It's just like you're always going to be wrong, man. You're always going to be wrong. The Cubs, if he bats like crap next year, the Cubs are going to cut him loose. Not going to care about him. You got to take care of you and yours. And if a close friend is part of that, that falls under the same umbrella. This is the same way broadcasters will come after guys who take paternity leave and miss a game to go be with their wife right after their first kid is born. The broadcasters go after those players are jokes as well.
Who does that?
Multiple times broadcasters
really
have gone after and been like,
see their child.
This is, I mean, back in the 50s, you wouldn't have seen Mickey Mantle taking off a day to go be with his kid.
Oh, we're going back to the 50s
now. Of course they always do.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it's at any point taking the opinion of you have to have ultimate loyalty to your employer over your mental health and things like this that are important to you. You're always going to be in the wrong. And Gary Cohen is in the long line of people who are in the wrong on this one. The people who tell you sacrifice everything for your employer, don't care about your mental health, don't care about you and yours. Always prioritize you and yours over your employer. Because guess what? When push comes to shove, your employer is always going to prioritize themselves over you.
I was going to miss work today because my dog puked the other day, but I didn't.
Well,
I sucked it up.
You almost missed work because there was a puddle on the road.
It was a light dusting of snow.
There's a puddle.
That was embarrassing.
It was a puddle.
That was embarrassing.
See, Rock, I agree with you, but I will disagree in this front. If you're weighing the pros and cons of making a decision like that, I think there's a certain amount of loyalty you should have. I'm not saying he's wrong. I already said I agree with you. Take care of you and yours, right? That's the most important thing. But there's a loyalty to the fan base too. I didn't say have no,
and your teammates.
To me, it's not just you against corporate America.
I didn't say you have no loyalty. I said the priorities of loyalty.
I agree with that.
Always have those two things ahead of your loyalty to your employer.
I agree with that premise. I just don't know if it's always you against the employer. It's also fan base, the team. It's not just you against corporate
There's a
America.
majority of people that have this situation happen to them aren't dealing with fan bases. 99.9% of the people who deal with should I sacrifice my mental health or my family for my job. 99% of people are only dealing with the employer. They're not dealing with the fan part.
But we're talking about this one.
We're talking about this one, but I'm talking about I'm talking about the grand scheme and everyone's life. This is an appropriate thing to extrapolate. And people like Gary Cohen are going to have that opinion across all different vectors. And everyone, no matter what business you're in, having that opinion is wrong.
And the Cubs said okay.
Yeah.
So that's the employer saying we're fine with it.
So weird.
So it's
weird
really
for him to
Gary
bring
Cohen.
it up. It's weird for him to bring it up. You know what also kind of drives me nuts, and this actually happened with Joseph Wall up in Toronto, St. Louis kid. There was a death in the family, and he left training camp. But the headline was Joseph Wall is going to miss a certain amount of time for mental or something like that, meaning like, oh, then it confuses everybody. So the headline's is loud, like what can it possibly be? Instead of just saying death in the family, you sometimes have to be specific in this. So you kind of tease it like there could be an alcohol problem or, his girl. I mean, it's endless. And so everybody's texting away like, what's going on with Joe? What's going on with Joseph? Everybody in St. Louis, you find out there's a death in the family, grandmother or whatever the case is. That's why he's leaving. Same with Jake Neighbors. Somebody with the Neighbors thing, Neighbors going to miss 3 days of camp for a personal
his best friend died. And that's my thing. The way that Cohen singled out was, well, if it's family, it's one thing. Man, do not Do not parse people's personal relationships.
Dude.
Do not tell me that just because somebody isn't my blood relative that I'm not allowed to have a strong reaction to
There
them.
it is.
Like they're not the most important person in my life. You're not blood like that. I hate.
There you go.
Blood is thicker than water. Well, first of all, you're screwing up the phrase. It's not what the phrase is. Full phrase. Blood of friendship is thicker than the water of the womb. Friends can be the most important people in your life more so than family. My friend dies, and that friend's more important than my parents to me. I get to treat that funeral like anybody else would treat their parent. You don't get to parse that personal relationship.
Boom.
That's fair.
Damn
And then
right.
We also had,
Damn right.
if you recall, we also had a couple of Cardinals not getting vaccinated.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were looking out for their health.
Yeah.
They had
because you know about their body more than they do.
The finest access to the finest doctors and trainers, and they made this decision, and there was hatred and animosity.
That was funny. It was actually not funny, but you look back on it, you're like, holy cow.
No respect for people that had their
You're
opinions.
100% right. My body, my choice.
I wonder what Gary Cohn would have said about that.
Yeah, I know. Curious. Anyway, I don't like when they kind of throw that out there. Everybody's like, whoa, what happened to Joseph Wall? Like, God, is he okay? Is he in the NHLPA assistant program?
You know, when a coach,
what's actually a kid, the first rounder for the Blues actually is blanking on his name, who we traded Barbashev for from Vegas. Anyway, sorry, Jimmy, go ahead.
If coach isn't there because they had a family situation, that's what I leave it at.
Yeah,
because it's really none of my business. And again, I go with you got to take care of yours.
Yeah, you do. Even if it's your best friend, you know. Anyway, I like how Rockio's going. He's going back and forth with Hockey Bob right now. Okay,
We're not going back and forth. He just questions the weirdest stuff that I like. I'll say something that's so benign, and no one else is going to question it. But he's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" Hey, Rock, how exactly does one communicate in written form and make it sound like someone's voice? Well, Hockey Bob, maybe you don't like me using the word voice, but the word voice has a lot of definitions. And I know you and I get tripped up on you and I argue about definitions because you get tripped up on them a lot. The word voice has multiple definitions. It can basically be also mean something, not just your physical talking voice, but it's how everything you communicate across all mediums, how your voice communicates. Writers have a voice. Even though they're writing things, writers have what you would call a voice. I don't know why this is controversial and why I had to explain
agree with
this.
you. I know exactly what you're
Everyone
talking
else
about.
listening knows what I meant when I said that.
There's a newspaper in New York called The Village Voice. It's just written words.
Written words, baby.
No, this is one. Like if Rock stumbles, I love to be there to throw a few shots, maybe make him stumble a little more. In this case, he was totally right. When you're saying,
I know,
I don't want to tweet in Jim's voice. Clearly, I tweet differently than like a
Then
standard radio
Hockey
station.
Bob's getting hung up
tweet
on us using the word voice for written words, which is just,
he's
I've
wrong.
never come across a human being who's like thrown up that roadblock. What do you mean you're using voice can't mean written word? What? Just the weirdest arguments.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to text with Shafe a little bit.
Because I can't do
Yeah,
the
he's-
show tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he's got
because it's a day game.
We'll
on
talk
Friday.
all about trading Brendan Donovan tomorrow with B-Shape because
I don't know if he can come in.
By the way, he gave me. I do want to say
He might not want
Jim,
to.
So
Get Grant.
yesterday they posted me and Randy going back and forth about Brendan Donovan. So I knew Brendan Schaefer had seen that. So B-Shape tweets out, "Rebuild if you want. Don't trade this gentleman. It would be regrettable to say the least. My 2 cents." I respond, "Gee, damn it." And he just goes, "What do you want from me? I'm right. They absolutely don't have to do it. It'll be a mistake when they do." I wish I could start responding to everyone who disagrees with me on Twitter with the phrase, "What do you want from me? I'm right." Brendan Schaefer is an absolute king, and I can't wait to talk about this in studio tomorrow.
Can I say that?
Well, he's not going to be here.
Oh,
like I just told you.
I think both sides have valid points to make in regard to whether or not that particular player should be traded. I don't want to see it. I like that guy. I think he has value. But to say without knowing what you would get in return that you wouldn't do it, I think is wrong. You can't say You can't.
What do you want from me, Jim?
Trade
I'm right.
this guy.
I'm right.
I want B-Shape to say that tomorrow into a mic so that we can have it as a drop. Because then we'll have Jim saying, "You may step down now." We'll have B-Shape saying, "I don't care what you say, I'm right." And then we'll have Cam chanting, "Cam knows things." So at anytime one of our main hosts gets something correct and puts the other person down, I'll have a drop to go to play.
Hey, what's up with this Tom Brady situation? What do you think of this whole thing?
Bill Belichick broke his brain on what cheating is, I guess. So when he
doesn't like Tom Brady.
Well, I have no
like
problem
him.
with Tom Brady. That's not true.
Do you think he's a bad person?
Why do you hate him?
I mean, he was part of the Patriots dynasty that was definitely cheating. Deflategate was at least the fact that they definitely lied about Deflategate and things like that. The way he was texting the guy that he called the Great Deflator seems a little pretty red-handed.
Didn't it come out though that most quarterbacks have a say of how the right?
Some guys like it overinflated, some guys like it underinflated. My biggest issue with Tom Brady is that he refuses to eat strawberries.
All right,
because they're quote unquote nightshades, and I think he's a weirdo who eats avocado ice cream.
Do you hate him because he was so good
and handsome?
The actual issue now with Tom Brady is that he's obviously a part owner of the Raiders.
Yes.
He's sitting up in the booth with their offensive coordinator during games. And then as a broadcaster, he does the broadcast meetings you do before games where you meet with the offensive coordinator, the head coach, maybe the quarterback, and you talk about the intricacies of their game so that you have stuff to use during the broadcast. And considering he's then going buddy with the offensive coordinator of the Raiders, it seems a little sketchy.
I get why people are raising an eyebrow over it. I think it's silly. Like I've been in those things because I've done sideline for NFL games for Fox back in the day, right? You ain't getting that much. Now, maybe Tom Brady can go to a coach and get more than the sideline guy that no one knows. Okay, but it's not like they're giving you state secrets. They're giving you background that you could use. And if you're a guy who has a part ownership in a team, the coaches are well aware.
Yeah, I was going to say, why? They're not going to tell you anything.
I guess
anyway,
right? It's a fun thing to talk about. I don't think it's a big deal, just my opinion. So I've been right about that. And also I've been right that Rocky was a fan of soccer. So I get two W's.
I agree with you, dude. I got to agree with you on that. I love Rock.
You did just change your argument.
No, fan of City.
Okay, then I should clarify.
And I have to agree with you on that. Yeah. It's all good, baby. We love you. What about Eli Drink talking about kind of not very happy about only giving 85 scholarships and other teams get, 105? Is that a big deal? You didn't hear about that?
I got nothing on this
one. Okay, buddy. I'm just throwing things out.
Throwing things out.
It was a little clip with him and Feinbaum talking about it. Feinbaum was interviewing Drinky Poo. Drinky Poo's like, what's up? 85, 105. Boom, boom, boom. But could be fake news. Did you see all the pictures on the wall of the presidents?
Yeah, inappropriate. It's funny. I think it's funny. I get it.
Inappropriate.
But I mean, like this is where.
Oh, he's a troll. He's a troll.
I know,
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
You don't need to put up auto pen for a guy who was president of the United States. Disrespectful. You don't need to have UFC at the White House.
O'Connor wants 100 schmilly. He's in, baby. And we're going with Tyler.
So the SEC is just something I just slipped through the cracks. I wasn't even aware. SEC made a rule that you have 85 football scholarships.
Yeah.
Anything over the value of the scholarships over 85 that you award hits your revenue share cap. Other power conferences apparently have moved their scholarship limit to 105. So it's an issue with the SEC hurting themselves as Eli Drinkwitz was talking about yesterday with Paul Feinbaum. Let me see if I can. It's a longer clip. Let me see if I can get the actual meat of it, the good part.
That's then Cam. Yeah. Kudos to you.
Dang right. I got notes. Today's
got notes.
I got notes.
Cam has notes. Cam has notes.
So here's the first half of their discussion talking about. This is about 40 seconds long. This is from the Paul Feinbaum show. Eli Drinkwitz joining him yesterday.
Let's go.
this year and last year we had 2 bye weeks. Next year you're back to a 1 bye week schedule. We have 9 SEC games, and oh, by the way, we are only at an 85 scholarship limit, while other conferences went up to 105. And so, when you look at the SEC, they're doing some really good things, but we all got to get on the same page about competitive equity here and about what we're doing in the SEC to give ourselves a competitive advantage. We can't stay behind the 8 ball. And, I think it was a disappointing choice for us to stay at 85 scholarships when the Big 10, the Big 12, and the ACC have the ability to have 105 scholarships. That's a real disadvantage.
Seems that way.
I would say that's a disadvantage.
Level playing field.
That's why I brought it up.
Hold on, Cam.
Sometimes you just got to bring up things that are important. You know what I mean? Wombat. Lefty Rock seems like he hates 95% of all people.
I'd say it's lower.
It's lower than that.
I'm going to go 75. 75%.
75. It's high. It's still high.
I'll stop having an opinion on that.
No, I love it. That's why I asked for it.
On the radio show, I'll stop having an opinion. It'll really improve everything.
No. I don't know. Why do you think we go? I'm curious of who you. No. I know what you're doing.
Let's give the listeners what they want.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it.
Give the listeners what they want.
Tell them.
I'll be happy.
Why do you think I ask you so many damn questions?
I'll be happy.
I'm curious.
I'll be
what you have
nice
to say.
to everybody. I won't criticize.
No, be you. You're interesting and smart.
Do you think John Mozeliak would have a catch with me?
Yes.
As a way to say thank you for all the years of great baseball.
I'm glad you said have a catch.
I did that just for you.
Yeah.
When does Heim talk, by the way?
Tuesday.
Mo talks. Wonder what his voice sounds like.
Mo talks
Although
Monday.
we do know. We're the only ones that know.
Damn right.
You're the only one that interviewed him. You're the only one that did.
Yeah, and he had to come back to me and go,
I wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
He's like, no,
Maybe
he's
he
like,
didn't care.
he's like, yeah, I'm the simp that's afraid of it. Hey, it's Heim Bloom. Say hi to Hot Take Central.
With the phone, ran over to him. I mean, that's pretty
Now
ballsy,
listen,
baby.
Now listen.
You were on their game.
And he
that
had to
day.
come back to me and say, okay, I didn't know who you were, what you were doing. Now I get it. Now I kind of get the lay of the land. Kind of funny. He was like on board with it.
Okay. Yeah, man. That was funny as hell. You're going up to everybody. Was that 2 years ago? Yeah. 2 years ago. Down at spring training.
We had guests.
Yeah.
no.
I know.
All right. Hot Take Central had Mo in studio. We had they
So
talked to Heim
you
Bloom.
have been to the Dome before.
Oh, God.
I
hate that.
I was just peacocking. They brought me right down.
That's my fault.
I'm just the bitch boy.
Oh, Nate. He might have to have a call in.
It's a substantial hole.
Should we get Nate to call in, dude?
Yes.
God, yeah.
I don't want to talk sports with women.
That's a what?
Now men can breastfeed.
Kids who didn't burn ants all turned out gay.
Oh, whoa.
We had 2 foursomes back to back, so it was kind of wild out there.
I'm not gonna lie, Bob Costas wears a lot of makeup. I really like that one. the Bob Costas wears a lot of makeup in the Bob Costas voice. Bob Costas wears a lot of makeup.
I think that's whose voice?
He does.
No, that was an Alex Jones voice. That was his Alex Jones voice.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Alex Jones.
He's hilarious too. Crazy. He's crazy. Crazy. He's crazy. He was so funny on Rogan.
Not a fan.
He goes, choke me out. He had one of the MMA guys on there too. The guy, and Rogan's like, no. Jones is like, no, just do it. The guy did, and Jones went out for a little bit, popped back into it. Scary.
Confirms my theory that Joe Rogan is a kink podcast.
You don't like it? You don't like Joe? I figured.
No,
you
that's what just confirms my theory that it's a kink
I
podcast.
don't like Joe Rogan. He doesn't like Joe Rogan.
I love listening to Joe Rogan podcast. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Because he has these absolute just like these guys who have spent years going to school, and then they decided, I'm going to dedicate my life to just the dumbest thing possible. Just the
like what?
Magnets built the gravitational magnets built the pyramids. No, they didn't. You absolute loser.
Oh God!
But I love.
What did
I'll
then?
listen to 3 hours of Graham Hickok. Just
you don't like him at all?
Bloviating the most just methodical, just the mythos of the world he believes once existed that there's zero proof is actually there. The man's a loony bin, and I love.
What about
listening
Go
to him.
Blackly
I
Tepe?
would listen to
Go Blackly Tepe. That's
15,000.
You're 12,000 years old. That erases so
15
much
hours
stuff.
of him telling me about how Göbekli Tepe is this lost civilization and how it connects to Atlantis. I'd listen to 15 hours of it because it's wonderful entertainment.
He didn't say that he's connected to Atlantis.
Nonsense. It's nonsense.
Why is it so old? No, that predates so many different things. I mean, that just changes history right there.
It doesn't predate. It doesn't predate. It doesn't predate Egyptian.
You think hunter-gatherers built those stones?
Yes, Cam,
Are you
I
out
do.
of your mind?
I believe that over 10,000 years of civilization that was there for a very long time built really large structures.
The
You know why?
hunter-gatherers
You know why I
They're
believe that?
We're so worried about eating food and hunting, and we're going to build these thousands. Are you kidding?
You're talking about 50,000 year scopes.
I mean,
you're telling me
hunter-gatherers built.
Okay, who built the pyramids, Cam?
Don't know.
I do. Egyptians built the pyramids.
I mean,
ancient Egyptians built the pyramids.
Man, they took those stones. Dug them out of that mountain 800 miles away, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you got a lot of
Did they do it with a ramp?
When you got a lot of people
how'd they do it?
And nothing else to do.
How'd they do it then?
Ramps were doing one thing.
Ramp?
Yeah, ramps were doing one thing.
So how long was the ramp? You think?
Pretty long.
Miles and miles. Where's the side? Any ramp? Did they find any ramps anywhere? Any pieces of the ramp?
Yeah,
or
they
any,
have.
Oh, they have.
They're not big enough to
any evidence
for Graham. And then who's the old guy who talks about the big dude?
No, it's Randall and
what's his name? I love him. He's the best. His voice has got this kind of like scratchiness to it.
Randall Carlson, or
is he the big dude?
He's got the beard.
The big dude with the beard. He's fantastic.
I like him. So anyway, that's interesting.
So how'd they get there?
How'd they get where?
I think he's a complete kook.
How did the pyramids get there?
It's a mystery.
They moved the stones with audio magnetism. See, sound creates waves, and they used these giant machines.
They said that could be a theory.
That are a lot more reasonable.
They said
than
that could be a theory, like
ramps or cranes.
They
or
don't know
fulcrums and levers and things like that. You know, the basic.
These stones are so gigantic. Like I don't think they know, and he's just bringing some other.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They find all kinds of weird stuff all around the earth, man.
Listen, I think it's okay to be a fan of a conspiracy theory. It's okay. As long as you realize most of them aren't accurate, right? Just because someone floats a theory doesn't mean it's true. You have, to me, you have to understand that going into it. I'm not even talking about this. I'm looking at the people that say that there was other shooters for Charlie Kirk and someone, and I don't know. I don't see enough proof to make me even give it real consideration.
Not yet. No,
but I'm open to. I'm open to reading about stuff like that.
So I'm guessing Alex Jones lost you when he was screaming in the face of parents who lost children to gun violence.
Yeah,
you're a crisis actor.
Yes, he lost me there, and then he wouldn't give it up. You know, like sometimes you get pot committed, like in poker, you're all in, so now you got to keep betting, whatever.
Yeah, you're
pot committed,
just kind of like Candace Owens with Macron's wife / being a dude. Although she is, I don't know.
There's definitely some sketchy stuff there.
Yeah, remember she was beating the hell out of him on the plane.
Being a dude.
Remember she beat the hell out of him on the plane.
I think it has something to do with her probably grooming him when he was like 16.
Yeah,
to me that's probably the creepy part.
I don't. To me, that kind of conspiracy, I'm not interested.
Man, it's France.
I could care. Yeah. Don't care.
Yeah.
But
I don't care
generally
either.
Speaking,
this ancient stuff. I'm interested in it.
Start a riot.
The pyramids and
my thing is
the asteroid effect.
The world becomes a lot cooler, in my opinion, if you if you go by the opinion of humans have been doing really cool, crazy stuff for a very long time, and just saying. A lot of humans get together; they can do a lot of crazy things, even without the technology we have now or had then. That, in my opinion, is even cooler than finding all these crazy reasons to why it happened.
I'm not saying humans didn't do it.
Ingenuity.
I'm not being bringing aliens into it.
Of humans.
I just think we're more advanced than what they thought back then.
I think
so
you
difficult.
need to give more credit for just how technologically
I'm not
advanced
saying.
people were 50,000 years ago.
That's my argument. I thought they were more advanced.
In your opinion, you're saying that the technology we think they had, stone tools, bronze tools, and things like that, isn't advanced. It was pretty advanced.
Okay,
They figured out the circumference of the Earth by just using
know.
shadows, and they got it almost exactly
I
right.
know.
15,000 years
I
ago.
know.
Or 10,000 years ago.
On the other hand, they would use a community brush to clean their butts after doing number 2.
The Egyptian-
no,
that
thank
was
you.
the Romans.
No, thank you.
That's one
They're all
culture.
the same.
That's one culture that did.
They're all the same.
That's
Now
one culture that did that for 100-year period.
Now listen.
It's not exactly
your point is well taken.
Sociological
but
accident.
I think it'd be cooler if there was a life form beyond the stars that came and helped with this one structure and could reappear next Thursday
That would suck.
and give us.
That would suck.
No, they're here to help us.
No,
they
they're
help us
not.
build structures.
With how dumb
would
we
we
are,
all
there's they're coming back here. There's no way they're not going to go. Oh,
How would
mind.
people
they
react?
wanna help.
Glass.
How would
planet.
people react? Would they go
Glass this
crazy?
planet.
If
Yes,
they
people
crazy,
would lose
crazy,
it.
crazy,
People
kind of like
would
Independence
lose
Day,
it.
where they just go nuts.
Cam, did you not see people thinking the rapture was coming on Tuesday?
Not really.
I didn't see it.
You know, if we didn't see that, and I'm on my freaking phone all gosh
People
dang
were
day.
quitting their jobs and selling their cars.
I didn't see one person. I heard about it, but I didn't.
See, I think
don't
I'm
know.
different.
People
Like,
would, if an all-powerful alien being showed up, civilization would absolutely lose its every connective tissue.
Jim Hayes Enterprise
It would
will try to
fall
negotiate a partnership.
It would fall apart.
Listen, you could say, "Hey Jim, the rapture's coming. Your thoughts?" I would say, "Does that mean we're not getting Legrand's?" Like that's how I would.
No, it means you got to collect any debts you have because of that person's going to try to get out of it. No, I'm in heaven. What are you talking about? You owe me $250 for 6 years now. Pay up.
Is that Hadley? Is that a shot at Hadley?
Who are you talking about?
Not anybody specific.
I thought you were staring at me. I'm like,
No!
I owe you money. God, I got more money.
I'm
I
saying
got.
that's the issue with the rapture. You got to go around and make sure you collect all your debts because somebody's gonna get raptured up and you can't collect.
What was the one weird cult where they thought the Astro was going to come by?
Haley Bop.
What was that?
That was the name of the.
Was that
star.
Haley's Comet that was coming?
Haley Bop.
Halley's,
I think that-
Halley's Comet every 72 years.
No, but I think Haley Bop was the name of the cult.
Okay.
Just saying, people say
With that old bald guy.
Yeah,
People-
they're like, we're
people
going to
say
get picked up by this spaceship. And
People
go.
say the comment wrong. It bothers me.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Halley's.
another.
Halley's.
Which is
because my
more-
cousin's name's Hallie, and
Name of
that's
the,
why she
name
was.
of the English or Dutch.
Did it come by
astronomer
in
that-
'85? I think because that's when my cousin Hallie was born.
Yeah,
and I think that's
I was
why
gonna
they
say,
named
I
it
have
Hallie,
to-
which is badass.
I have to live pretty long to see Halley's Comet because it came before I
72,
was
right?
born.
Something like that.
Yeah, it came before I was born, and it's.
I'm kind of curious because
I'm
I
gonna
love
have to live to
that.
be
I
like
like that more than
16.
Eclipse because it stays in in your eyesight
Every
for a long eyesight for a while.
72
Yeah.
to 80 reported sightings have occurred between 75 and 77 years. The last sighting was the next one's supposed to be around the 28th of July 2061.
61. Oh boy.
So I got to be 71 years old.
Oh, I ain't making it.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
making
gonna be
it.
pushing it.
I already saw it. I was 1 year old, I guess. Interesting. Did see a couple eclipses though,
Yeah, you can see those.
right? Didn't we? We saw two so far in the last like 10 years. I feel like I was on a golf course one time when one came through.
JNTX with the name Marshall Applewhite. Was
There
an
you go.
American
I-
religious leader who founded and led Heaven's Gate,
Yeah,
a
Heaven's
new religious
Gate.
movement,
Damn.
and organized their mass suicide in 1997. The suicide is the largest mass suicide to occur inside the U.S.
Yeah, because Jonestown was in Africa, wasn't it, or South America?
Yes.
They had to move to Africa, I believe, when he told them to drink the Kool-Aid. You ever hear audio of that? Oh,
The Hallie Bopp comet is a different comet than
Interesting.
than Halley's comet.
I like to see a comet
It's a
once in a
different
while.
comet. Heaven's
But it was
Gate-
correct. That was the one they were worshiping.
Yes. Heaven's Gate received an influx of funds in the 1970s. In 1985, Nettles died, leaving Applewhite distraught and challenging his views on physical ascension. In the early 1990s, the group took more steps to publicize their theology. In 1996, they learned of the approach of the comet Haley Bopp and rumors of an accompanying spaceship, concluding that this was the vessel that would take their spirits on board for a journey to another planet. Believing that their souls would ascend to the spaceship and be given new bodies, the group committed mass suicide in a rented mansion. A media circus followed their discovery of the bodies. In the aftermath, commentators and academics discussed how Applewhite persuaded people to follow his commands, including suicide.
get it, man.
Some commentators attributed his followers' willingness to make suicide to his skills as a manipulator, while others argue that their willingness was due to their faith in the narrative that he had constructed.
God, is that bizarro land. You know what I want to do now? 'Tis the season. I want to go to a legit haunted house. I know there's a couple in St. Louis. Remember Dave Glover used to go to the one that the kid, the Exorcist kind of thing went down in the 60s? Or Limp Mansion. I haven't been down there in a while. Kind of forgot about it. I just want to know if I feel a presence. You know what I mean? I just want to walk in and be like, oh, there it is. Okay.
I stay
I stay in son of a gun
in a haunted hotel. That's
I don't
well
believe
documented.
it. Do you think you wanting to feel the presence could potentially create some observer bias?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Yeah. 100%. No doubt. So I just gotta relax and just go in there like nothing's happening and I want to just kind of roam around by myself and just see if something.
You would want something.
That's my thing. Is like there's a lot.
Kate's
of times,
like, we ain't going.
There's a lot of times
She's not
I
into
feel
that.
like sitting at home and I feel like a weird like tingle on the back of my leg.
My house.
And I'm like, and it's a brand new house, so I know it's not a ghost. And so I'm like, but if I feel that in Lemp Mansion,
what if you're over a graveyard?
I think there's over other houses that used to be there.
Yeah, I know. Probably. But like everybody's probably over a grave somehow.
That's true,
You really dig deep. You know what I mean? You don't think somebody died around here? I bet they have. A long time ago. Bet they have. Yeah, I'll go to a haunted house. Check it out. You ever been to one in a while? Not a goofy, legit.
I'm saying like which
like
one?
Limp.
Okay.
And there's some old.
I went to Limp when I was like 13.
I bet you your buddy's restaurant down yonder, downtown.
It's been there a long time.
Yeah.
I wonder if he does something special. That's good. That's a good question.
Maybe there's a shootout there or something back in the day.
He's talking about Trust, by the way. Check it out. It's fantastic.
Let's see. Oh God. Rockio hates Hockey Bob because he sees himself in him, an asinine desire to argue anything and everything.
I don't argue with how people use words if they're incorrect. Like if they're correct. Like I used voice in the correct way. And now Hockey Bob is telling me that I need to learn how to use words better because I use them incorrectly, apparently. And I don't know what his argument is. I like arguing things. It's always been my thing. In my family.
It. Let's go.
I'm from a very large family on my dad's side. I'm one of the youngest, so
you got to
getting a word in edgewise was very difficult.
I think you're a fan of words,
I
and
I would definitely say I'm a fan of words.
And
you are, and STL City.
Not as much on STL City.
We love you, Rock. We love it.
I've admitted to being a fan of words on the air multiple times. Yeah, you've got me on that one.
Oh man. All right, let's go to break and regroup. And then we'll come back and do our thing. We'll be back. I don't know if Gino's coming or not. I don't know. You got to text me if you want to wait till tomorrow because it's time's a wine.
He's waiting for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I don't think his plan was going to be to get our order, immediately drive to South City.
What are we going to be doing with your sandwich now? Grant gets hooked up.
Again that Tim's
Grant gets hooked up. God, the young kid, the young rookie, the thriving young rookie.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Now he's getting a badass sandwich. Wow. All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, you don't get much better than this.
Yep.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. A project put on hold in April has now been canceled. The proposed $1.1 billion Green Line project connecting North and South St. Louis has been canceled. There was doubt the project would have been approved for the millions of federal dollars needed for construction. Because of the ongoing strike, Boeing has plans to relocate some of its work outside of St. Louis County. The upgrade on the Super Hornet, or FA-18, could be moved to Texas or Florida. A woman is dead after being stabbed in the Bellefontaine neighbors on Tuesday evening. Police were called to the 1200 block of Bliss Drive and found a woman with life-threatening injuries. She was pronounced dead at the hospital, and they do have a person of interest in the case. A new dining hall is in the works for downtown St. Louis. The Post-Dispatch first reported the new Washington Avenue Food Hall will open next summer, and it will have 8 stalls for restaurants and 2 spots for bars. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. Sunny sky today. A high this afternoon in the mid to upper 70s. Mainly clear sky tonight, upper 50s. On Friday, back to sunshine, a high near 80. Saturday and Sunday, sunny skies, a high low to mid 80s. Monday, right back to sunshine, our high on Monday near 85. And then Tuesday, sun-filled skies, our high on Tuesday near 85 degrees. I'm meteorologist Sally Russell for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
This is Mizzou wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr. And I'm Mizzou linebacker Josiah Trotter. When we hit the field, we have each other's back. And off the field, we got James Carlton, State Farm covering us.
Thanks, fellas. Nothing beats college football season and nothing beats saving money. Just by getting a quote from our office and mentioning Mizzou, we'll make a donation to support Mizzou's will to win push on your behalf. No strings attached.
So you're supporting the team just by checking your rates. Doesn't get any easier than that. It's so easy. Check them out online at cartoninsurance.net. MIZZOU.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Hey everyone, Cam Janssen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City. 314-344-4400.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah, 9:47 on a beautiful Thursday. It's going to be beautiful all week, man. Getting a little chilly in the morning. Got some football this weekend, I guess. Mizzou, UMass, then a bye, then the big dogs show up. That's going to be fun. 11 o'clock in the morning, too. I'm excited about that. It's good for me. You think Drinky's like, oh, God, don't we want that at night games?
Call him Drinky.
I don't know, Timmy.
Just call him Drink.
I like Drinky.
He's earned a little more respect.
That's not chirping. When I say Drinky Poo, that kind of is.
It's a lazy way out of Drinky Poo.
You're right. Yeah.
Drinky Poo light.
It is.
And I think he's earned a little more respect. You call him Drink then.
I'll call him Drinky. It's okay. I won't add the poo at the end because he has earned that for sure. A lot of wins over the years. A lot of wins over the last 3 years.
A lot of fans.
A lot of fans. There's construction going on, you know. Anytime you see cranes, you know things are happening. So, let's see here. Man, oh man. Let's see. No, it's got to be Drinky Poo. Yeah, okay, Wombat, I got you, man. Let's see. See Paulie Skeens last night. It's just a shame that he's on a bad team, you know. Livy in the stands, going crazy. Man, oh man. I like that couple. Livy Dunn and Paul Skeens. Like them both. I do.
Yeah, I don't feel bad that he's on a bad team. Is that the beginning of his career? Who knows how it'll shake out?
Yeah, I like to see him in the playoffs, you know.
And there was a time when the Pirates were really good.
When was the last time they were really good, you think?
Years ago, and they made a trade for Chris. They made a trade for Chris Archer, pitcher. Gave up prospect after prospect.
Oh,
Can't remember.
no.
And that was, I think, when they went in the wrong direction.
Gave away a ton of guys. Yeah, but the Rams doing good this year. I know I'm switching to football, Rock, but they're doing pretty good, right? I feel like people have them in their top 10 best teams in the NFL right now. But I thought they were supposed to be bad for a long time after trading away all their prospects, right?
Why are you asking me about the Rams?
Oh, geez, Louise.
Don't make me talk about the Rams.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Don't do that.
God, I saw another clip of that back in the day in 1990.
Nope.
Oh,
There's no
my
need to do
God.
that.
I am
There's
sorry.
There's no need to make me
I'm sorry. Man, oh, man.
They have good receivers. It makes me so mad.
Yeah. But anyway, what do you doing over there?
Researching.
What?
First podcast?
Yeah.
What are you researching?
Oh, let me check.
I need. What do you research? Just tell people.
I was looking at guys who might be
third baseman,
a pitcher. Yeah, that they could be interested.
We found you a pitcher.
Yeah,
you got nothing for third baseman.
Well, I'm looking at that too. Boy, can you imagine how much Josh Naylor is going to make?
How much?
That guy, he steals bases too. You know what I'm talking about, Rock? He's a heavy-set guy.
It's a badass name.
Who's hitting homers, making great defensive plays, and he's stealing bases. Yeah, we're not getting him.
Jim Tech says, I remember Bernie railing about how bad the Rams would be after leaving St. Louis. Oof. I mean, they did okay. They've been doing okay. Rock doesn't like to talk about that, Jim Tex. You know that. Come on now.
Well, I think he enjoys making me unhappy. So
he does, doesn't he?
I bet he would be. Yeah, I bet he would.
I bet you if you met him, he'd be a nice guy.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure him and Degenerate Wombat are great people.
Actually, I've met Wombat. He is. He lives right around here. Walks his doggies all the time.
It's funny. JNTX says, it seems like I'm a miserable person.
Are you? You're happy, aren't you?
I watch a lot of YouTube shows. And the amount of times that I've commented on other people's YouTube shows, it's a grand total of 0. So,
wow, kidoki. You never commented on any YouTube shows?
I commented jokingly on a couple of STL Sports Central ones. Because, I think I might have commented. I don't think I've commented. I think I commented on Who's Your Sophisticate because they were talking about the morning show one time when I was listening, and I was like, I'll jump in there.
What are you and Randy going to talk about today, you think?
Oh, God. I mean, I've been trying to not open the show with Cardinals, and I've been failing miserably all week because they've unfortunately remained as a relevant topic. Shocker in St. Louis. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. We'll probably talk about Ahmad Hardy. I got some
being a beast.
Yeah, being a beast. I got some numbers looking at Derrick Henry's Heisman run and what, kind of comparing what Ahmad Hardy's done in the first 4 games, what he's going to have to do in his next 8 games.
Which would be?
He's going to have a couple 200-yard games against some SEC opponents. Bottom line.
Henry, I thought would be 34, 30, because it seems like he's been around. He's 30. He's 30. That shocked me.
I think he left Alabama when he was only 20.
He's been dropping the ball.
Well, here's the thing. If you watch...
He's been running the ball,
If you watch these fumbles, all of them are just defenders getting a perfect punch.
Bam!
Like helmet right on the ball on the tackle. Like, I know people hate when people do this, but like, not every touchdown is equal. Not every fumble's equal. Not every interception's equal. Not every catch is equal. So on and so forth. Some 30-yard runs take a lot more talent than other 30-yard runs because of the blocking you were getting in the lanes and things like that. And just the bottom line is, if you watch his fumbles, for a guy that does not fumble the ball very often, this year he's getting some bad luck.
Yeah. I tell you what, I've been watching highlights of that Scattaboo. Jesus. He's crazy. Crazy. I like him, man. They're gonna
he's the closest thing we've gotten to like Mike Allstott since the big man retired.
But he's
an absolute just like
he's doing backflips in there.
He's a crayon eating running back. I
think he's quicker than Allstott. Like his moves a little quicker.
But I'm saying is you don't.
No, I agree.
Like Allstott was like 240 pounds.
Yeah.
You don't get 240 pound running backs anymore. So like this is the best. This is the closest we get.
Why
Ahmad
don't
Hardy
you?
would be like that because Allstott was technically a fullback who could run the ball, and outside of the year where him and Michael Pittman went for 1,000 yards, he didn't have a ton of seasons with big carries. You have the big season from Peyton Hillis, but especially in the 2000s, as you saw with first Roger Craig in the 80s and 90s with the 49ers, then with Marshall Faulk with the Rams, and then eventually LaDainian Tomlinson, the best running backs in the game. Obviously, you still had the Deshaun Alexanders and Larry Johnsons who didn't, but more and more running backs became involved in the passing game. And so bigger guys who weren't as agile, solid catching backs. Steven Jackson, not a hugely agile guy, but a bigger dude.
He's a big dude.
Great receiver, but obviously a great running back.
Good feet.
So like running backs got smaller as the passing game became more important and speed became more important in spreading out offenses. So you don't get 240-pound bruising goal line running backs, Jerome Bettis's, very often in the NFL. So when you do get a guy who just wants to lower his shoulder and run people over, who isn't a first-round pick and built like Derrick Henry, where Derrick Henry was 6'1", 230 pounds. He's a physical marvel at the position.
God.
Scatabo is 5'11", 220. And
probably not even 5'11" in reality.
Exactly. And he's just lowering his shoulder and
sticking,
just hitting dudes.
God.
And I said this with Ahmad Hardy a few weeks ago. Running over guys is always more fun to watch than running away from guys. I know some people don't agree. In my opinion,
unless you're looking at Barry Sanders highlights.
That's different because he was that kind of like loopy. I'm gonna run.
You can't
counter. You can't touch me kind of stuff.
You
but
can't touch
like fast Willie Parker, like Henry Josie at Mizzou. I'm having more fun watching Ahmad Hardy than I did like Henry Josie. And Henry Josie was just I'm beat you with quick juke downhill with speed. Ahmad Hardy's like I'm open field, you're open field. I'm gonna make you regret this decision.
I like it, man.
I love it.
But it wears you down, though. Your body.
It wears down the defenses, though.
Yeah, but your body, dude. God, you're just getting it, bam, 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 every single play, basically.
So like we get Derrick Henry, who's massive, but other than like him, you don't get a lot of 6-foot running backs. First of all, which is like you don't get a lot of 6-foot running backs, and running backs over 230 pounds in the NFL they're not very common. They pop every once in a while.
I'm not reading that. I'm not going to read that one, Gino.
Your boy Schaefer, by the way, poo-pooed Scattaboo.
He did?
A lot, yeah. He did.
Chafed it?
Because I think he was like Cody McRae. I mean,
Corey Schrader. Yeah, he was. People were getting a lot of. Yeah, he was coming in on the Corey Schrader.
Right. So he was like defending Schrader again.
How old's this Scattaboo cat? Is he a young kid? He just get out of college?
Sometimes you can have 8 years in college. It kind of throws up your prediction of age. I don't know. He's fun to watch, though. And he catches the ball outside of running. He runs inside the tackles.
Sticking guys.
He puts his head down and tries to run over you.
I like that.
Madman.
I like it. All right, Jimmy, we will have a good weekend, dude. We'll see you Monday. I'll be here tomorrow. Rocky will be here tomorrow. We'll probably get Grant or Shay or Maddie or whoever. We're going to have a party. We're going to eat some good food. We'll see all you guys tomorrow. Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've been strong for everyone else, but let me ask you, who is strong for you? I am Jennifer Bardot, radio personality, author, and publisher, and the